Hello and welcome to Shop Talk with Dan the Man. In today's video, I'm going to give you a tour of my dad's shop. This is his shop, and behind me, I'm going to show you his setup. And throughout this video, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the differences between my shop and his shop. And even though you don't have a big footprint for your shop layout, you can still have everything set up the way you want. So stay tuned to find out more.
Hello, my name's Dan Shannon. I'm a DIYer and a woodworking hobbyist who loves being out in the shop. On this channel, I share tool reviews and shop projects for DIYers, homeowners, and hobbyists. If this grabs you by the tool belt, consider subscribing for more videos like this.
Hello and welcome to Shop Talk with Dan the Man. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. Today's video, I just want to talk about shops in general. This is my dad's shop. This is his setup, his layout. I'm going to give you a tour from the far side right through, explain what he has going on and what the setup is in his particular case. Now, a lot of times you're saying, Dan, I really like his setup. I like how he has stuff organized, gives you some ideas for your personal shop. Maybe there's things that he has set up here, like the way his sliding miter saw is set up. You're like, oh man, that's a great idea. You can set it up here. You have the combination with your table saw, your extension table, and if you have a big sheet goods, you can run it along and it won't interfere with your sliding miter saw. So little things like that, little takeaways, you'll be able to see with the setup. And it'll be something you could use for your shop. So let's dive into the tour. So this is his basement setup. So over here is kind of unfinished. You got your chimney, furnace set up. So he has his drill press right here, freezer, and then of course we get into the tool part. So he has his saws, some lighting up at the top, and as we go towards the corner, he has a cabinet set up, and these are containers. He has all of his screws all labeled. The top is some spray products, WD-40, clear coat, etc. And then here is his battery storage. You see the batteries there. It's got his cordless tools. This is kind of a knick-knack type of shelf, so it's got different bolts, washers, so on and so forth that you might need. Here is his sanding rack. So sandpaper's all organized, all set up. He's got his different drywall tools for doing drywall, some DAP, caulking, everything's kind of organized. And he's built all these by hand himself. This is a tray system he's built for, he has some blades, different organizers, same type of thing. Different little odds and sods. Another cabinet type unit he's built. It's got some homemade knobs on it. You can pull them out. There's different things as you can see on the inside. It's really well organized, bolts, etc. So I just like this setup. I think it's great to have a workbench that's set up for different things. Glue shelf. So here he has his glue, toothpicks, he's got some raid up there, but everything's kind of organized and in its place. Down the bottom he has storage for his sled for his table saw, a little toolbox that he has there. Same with the bottom here, he's got another sled for doing different things on the table saw. He's got his bandsaw here, all set up so it has its own workstation. So you got your glue up station, bandsaw, and then here the table saw. So he's got this all set up. This is a rigid professional grade table saw, so cabinet saw. You see on the bottom there's a foot pedal. So if he wanted to move this to and from based on his setup or what he's cutting, he can easily drop the expansion table, move the saw and work on it that way. Here you're going to notice he's got a bunch of shelving with wood. So everything's laid out here. He's got his shim blade with the dados. So that's like a piece that he has for his fence. Here's his sacrificial fence, depending on what he's doing for his table saw. And then down here you got all your push sticks for the table saw. So as you're using it, easy access for doing your different jobs. He's got another jig here for the fence running along if you're cutting different things, cutouts, dados, etc. And then as we go over, as you see the table saw, there's the expansion table or extension table that will drop down when he's not using it. So he built it with a stand for storage, blocks, different things, and when he's not using it, he can move it out of the way. There's casters on the bottom, so great setup for that. Then we come over to his sliding miter saw. He's got an extension table on either side. So like I said earlier in the video, back up a little bit, if he's running a sheet good through, he's got lots of room. It doesn't interfere with sliding the sheet through because he has it far enough back, and the sheet good can, of course, keep going. So that's a great setup there. And then on the back shelf, you can see he's got a bunch of storage for wood. So anything he's not using, he can store there. Hammer rack. So he's got his hammers all set up on pegs. And then this is the clamping station with some levels and different other jigs, speed squares, etc. Set up there. So that's a nice setup. I'd love to get some of those pipe clamps at some point. He's also got another clamp rack here, so you can clamp these quick clothespin or quick release type of clamps. And then of course on the top shelf there is storage as well for wood, and circle back to this shelf on the other side. Lots of storage for wood. We drop down opposite side. He has his Mastercraft sander. So this has different sizes of Dremels. You can slide them in there and sand. So for Intarsia, he can do all his rounding on the edges. He's got his DeWalt scroll saw. So that's set up. He's got a built-in table where he can drop it down. So it's at a different pitch. So normally a scroll saw, you'd have it level with the feet, but he's actually built a cutout in his table to drop the nose so you can easily work on it. Power bar, so we can just turn that on and off. Storage down below, shop vac. He's got some more storage along the bottom here, which is nice. And then he's got a grinder set up here, so depending on what he's doing, he can sharpen knives on different things. He's got some pry bars here, so everything set up on some pegs depending on what he's doing, and clamps. So these are C-clamps. He's got them all arranged, big to small. He's got a new blade here ready to go on a saw. He's got some wooden mallets in behind as well on the wall. He's got a framing square that's kind of tucked in there, and of course I showed you shelving unit on the top. Over here is screwdrivers, so he has all of his screwdrivers on racks. This is a French cleat system, so this is the same system I have in my shop, and he's built that so he can move these around, up, down, over, whatever he'd like to do for moving this and having it set up. And here's his other workbench. This is a really nice workbench he's built over the years. It weighs a ton, actually. Trust me, I had to move it. So it's got some weight to it. Over here, he's got the different types of screws, screw holders, and of course more screwdrivers. Over here, he has his throat plates for the table saw. So if he's doing dado cuts, so on and so forth, he can swap them out with these wooden throat plates. Router bit set on the top for his router, so we can use that, and chisels. So depending on what he needs to chisel out, say he's doing a project where he has to cut a track or something and he wants to clean it out, he can do that with the chisels, pencil holder, so he has access to pencils, and of course his little pry bar, and here's a push stick that he has lying on the side here. So yeah, that's basically the setup. He's got his stool there, and he's got some padded floor. This is a basement, so your feet kind of get cold if you don't have your shoes on, or just have cushioning if you're here for a while. So also good to note to have some padding. So that's the workshop. I think it's pretty impressive based on the square footage that he has to work with, and also his setup in general. Thanks for watching today's video. Hopefully with this tour of my dad's shop, you got a little bit of, layout, perception, and what it would look like if you had your shop with different, like French cleats, different rack systems for storing lumber, clamping stations, so on and so forth. Might give you some ideas for your shop. I know eventually I would like to have my shop mimic something similar to this, as far as organization and having my setup, kind of the same idea. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget, if you're not part of the Shop Talk family, we'd love to have you on board. Please click that subscribe button down below. Get any comments about the shop, or maybe something that came to mind as I was giving the tour, please leave those comments below, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.